All right, guys. This is TLP Weasel 42. We're bringing you Clan Wars Frontlines Operation Overlord. The first battle this weekend is NFTG versus OWS. They've been waiting for us. They've been patiently sitting here. I played that trailer video for you before we got the stream going. Bohemian and Bacon are here doing the room modding with me, and we're all ready to go. NFTG is coming out with an Object 140, 3 Bat Chats, 3 E5s, and OWS is countering that with a Bat Chat, 4 IS7s, and 2 T57s. Thank you for your patience, teams. I know you're going to rewatch this, and I apologize. I'll launch the battle, and any comments on the fly while we go, guys. Say hi to the viewers.
Can you also lock the party?
Do what now?
Lock the party.
Yeah, it's joinable for anybody. We could get a random spectator joining.
Yes.
I wouldn't want that. Especially with my friends.
Yes, your friends are terrible. Horrible.
Terrible people.
I actually had the cursor over the thing to click it, and I didn't click it. I was like, I did do it, but I hadn't clicked it, so I was like...
Yeah, it sucks all the time when you're just like, what, why didn't do that?
Right.
What?
Alright, so we have
This
NFTG in the red, representing the Allied forces. OWS, the Outlaws, are in blue, representing the Axis forces. If I make any mistake in anything like that, just let me know.
Yeah, it's pronounced Axis. Dab. Sorry.
No, I meant that the Outlaws are Axis and the...
I think so.
Yeah.
Let me make sure.
I've got my list here and everything. Unless I wrote my list with a mistake.
Something interesting. Take a look at NFTG's tank loadouts and their ammo and such. And then compare it to OWS's ammo count.
Nate in the bat chat, rolling along the 0 line. Can't quite see him because my map gets cut off for whatever reason on the edge. But he's over here on the 0 line. He's moved all the way up. He's got his other 2 bat chats and an E5 coming to support him.
I noticed there's a lot of premium rounds. These loadouts. Bacon?
Yeah, OWS is far more premium rounds. Look at the Groundhog in his C5 with the ammo loadout he's got.
Bastos gets focused out.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna take out a Sniff right here. He's out in the open against 57 heavy and the 3 IS7s.
NFTG doing a good job focusing out the 2 tanks that moved to the 0 line on them, but they have a few tanks on low health. They're losing the health percentage, but ahead 2 guns. 5 100% tanks left for OWS. As I say that, Rhino gets clipped.
I think they're just gonna corral them.
I like the
corralling them over north.
I like the angles they have. NFTG has here. They've got shots from the north. They've got shots from the south. OWS is gonna push
this
here.
Is what
on
you do to
Sniff,
teams. If these teams are gonna play kind of passively with these types of setups like that OWS has, NFTG you can just take advantage of that and just get around them, shoot from all sides like this.
NFTG's done a great job here, bleeding out the health from the Outlaws, and they've taken the health lead, and there's still 2 guns ahead. Raiden's going to be the next one to get focused.
These guys were pretty dominant within the first couple weeks, but so is NFTG.
Down goes Sherman.
And if OWS can keep this 57 Chevy all the way over here alive, then they have the DPM advantage on NFTG.
Strong,
never mind.
with just a sliver of
Nope,
health
he's dead.
left, gets rid of that T-57 you were mentioning. And somehow gets away without dying. He gets behind that bunker there, and
Stormfire wears on a ammo rack, so he's got about a 20-second reload. Needs to make his shots count.
two very healthy tanks left, both IS-7s for Outlaws.
You're making a correct plan going after Stormfire.
So there's ghosts coming around in the bat chat.
And Ghost is going to
Over a
get
flank.
shots from the south, and Sandhawk has gone around to turn the turret to the north.
Nice shot to the lower plate.
Ooh, nice
Nice.
shot by Storm.
Need to pick up the next bat chat.
Yeah,
They
he's
need to
trying
get
to
these
take out
kills.
Strong. But he's
As
left
long as-
Sandhawk, or Scary Foal all by himself. He's going to get focused. He's dealing as much
OWS
damage
is
as he
trying to
can before he goes down.
Yeah, OWS is trying to salvage some points before going down. Which is, in this situation, probably the correct play to make.
Storm's got to watch
You
it.
can grab.
He wants to kill at least one of those bat chats before this, before he falls. He's going hard after Strong. He's been chasing Strong around for a while now. Can he get it? Oh, he doesn't get
No.
his
Nope.
turret turned. And there he goes. He goes down. It's a great first battle here by NFTG, coming out of the gate fast, strong. And my quick maths. I do my quick maths at the end of every round here during this Frontlines event. I always give the disclaimer that I am not an official scorekeeper for Frontlines, but for the viewers to have an idea of how the score system works, the team that wins the round gets 20 points. NFTG gets 20 points. They get 14 points for killing all 7 tanks, 2 points per tank. They get an extra 4 points for having 4 tanks alive. So by my quick maths, that's 38 points. And for OWS, they've got 3 kills for 6 points. And as I've said many, many times, disclaimer, I'm not an official scorekeeper. It's just so the viewers have an idea of who's winning and how these points are working in this event. There's no scoreboard on screen, so it's a 38-point round for NFTG and a 6-point round for the Outlaws. The damage here is spread pretty even for NFTG. Sniff My Wagon, the only one not really getting a whole lot of damage for his team. And over on the Outlaws, their guys were sharing the damage load pretty well too. Rhino not quite getting 1,000, but very close.
How long is it going to drive there for?
All right, the little Sherman finished driving across the screen. We're all ready. We've got Outlaws coming out with 2 bat chats, 4 IS-7s, a T-57 heavy, and NFTG coming out with an Object 140, 3 bat chats, and 3 E5s. This is round 2 of the matchup between these two teams. You guys don't leave me much time at all between. Well, we
No,
did.
I
That's,
want to
We've
pump
got
these
time
out
to
so
think
these
about it.
teams get smart. Yeah. Bacon. Raiden only has 2 marks on his 257 heavy, so banned.
Mm-hmm. How many marks does your bat chats have?
I bet
2 marks. Oh, this guy has 3. Oh, unlucky spawns for OWS.
yeah, very unlucky with the IS-7 down there.
5 of their 17 down here. And all of their heavies down here as well.
Yeah, all their heavies are down below, while only one of them is up. Then you have one of the bat chats up there too. Yeah, and if you got the better spawns with the 3 bat chats coming over the hills right now. They're gonna wipe out this bad chat here on the right. Once they see him.
Oh,
Wait, no, they're gonna go for the
457.
57?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Like if
Yeah,
you
they're
can
gonna
get
wipe out
behind
this
the
57.
church, if you can get behind the church, it would be fine. You would give
Yeah, they're going
just-
all in right here. Taking out the 57
Raiden.
real quick.
Poor
He's
guy.
done. Poor guy, yeah, he's done. There you go. They're gonna back off now.
I think he
Probably.
only landed one
Let them try to
shot.
chase them.
10 out of 10 spawns for Wargaming.
Yep.
Ooh, wow. Sniff getting double tapped
Yes.
by the IS-7s.
So that's one tank that just basically did nothing that entire time.
I think he
Wasn't
was
too
only
great
able
for
to land one
OWS.
shot.
I think Sniff's going to be the next one here with this bat check going in, and if he doesn't screw up his shots, like the first one, there goes Sniff, missing the first. Bat check's got 2 rounds, three rounds in, one more. He's
Oh,
down.
yeah,
He
he's
gets him
done.
with the last shot. I got the camera over there just in time.
Yeah, he fired 4 shots there, so he has one more in the chamber, so he's gonna force reload. Yep, there he goes.
It showed a reload for me as soon as I got over there.
Oh, Nate Master going way too far out. Taking some really bad peaks here. Just took needless damage.
These IS-7s are technically hold down to these E5s, but the guys on the hill probably have their upper plates, but at a evidently odd angle. Yep, there goes another bounce.
Yep.
However, if they were pushed back, NFTG were to get up to right about this house in front of the IS-7s, they'd be able to shoot down their upper plates.
Ghost is trying to sneak around. He gets detected though on the way.
Same for Nadish. But Bastos owns is waiting for him. Or well, he is waiting up for him, but he's got flanks on the Sergeant Rick.
OWS has come ahead in the health percentage lead. After that first engagement, losing the T-57, no one's taken substantial damage since. They're all very healthy on the Outlaws team.
Next
Oh, they just
fight's at
spotted each
the
other.
red line. Yep. Next fight's on the red line.
Like
One
two
of them's gonna
cats.
get lit up.
It's like
Oh, that
two
bad
cats
chat's gonna
running
get
into
focused
each
up
other
by
that
the-
didn't know they were there. Got spooked and ran away from each other.
That's exactly right. Strunk and Nadish over there, so these IS-7s need to shift left or else they're gonna get flanked by the bat chats. Or they're gonna reposition their 2 heavies and get ass shots on them.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
keep
but-
letting NFTG just get around them. And just shoot at them from multiple angles. They're not doing anything about it. They haven't tried to back up or anything, or try to take up new positions.
Yep, they're getting flanked. Bastos needs to get back up there and do something about it. The bat chat is. The I-7s could go down and shift into the low ground by the flag, but they'd lose way
Yeah, that
too
would be
much
the
HP.
best option.
Yeah,
Well,
but
they
they'd
could just
lose
back up.
Bastos is making a run
Slowly
here
back
at
up
the
here.
bat chat. Stronk's on a reload, but Nate is not.
Bastos needs to take out Nate first and then put 3 shots into Strong and they'll leave him on a low health, but yep. He doesn't have enough
Get him.
rounds in the clip to get on Strong. You can get him with down the 1 shot, but that's about it. No, Bastos, don't change. Don't chase him. Don't chase him.
He doesn't have an
is
escape
what it-
route anymore now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done. Bastos is done here. That's one bad chat down.
He needed to at least get one of those last shots into him before he went down. NFTG bleeding the health out of Outlaws. They're slowly pulling ahead. Gun advantage
Yeah.
is still even, though.
Rupture needs to be careful or else he can get taken out. Okay, here goes. This is a good play for Outlaws here, pushing up against the and negating Ghost. Rhino needs to get out of there. and then Rupture needs to take up the right flank to keep Strong from pushing in. But at this point, the E5s could just YOLO in and they'd be fine. Rhino needs to move. He's just those 3 marks don't count for nothing, but if you can't move. There's gonna be yellow here in any second now.
Still 4 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time to see this one through.
Ghost is just skimming the detector proximity. Sherman's gonna need an easy shot in the fall. Or not.
NFTG
Just
takes
push
that
him.
gun advantage. They're going in to take out another gun. Both IS-7s turn to hit Ghost, and Sherman comes around, punish full for it. Ghost finishes him off. Outlaws looking, things looking grim for Outlaws now. NFTG just picking them off one by one, and Stormfire War will be the last to fall.
Mission accomplished.
Gonna run this down real quickly. Over on NFTG's side, they got the 20 points for winning the round. They got 14 points for killing all 7 tanks and an extra 5 for having 5 tanks left surviving at the end of the round. That's a 39-point round for NFTG. And over on OWS's side, they were able to get 2 kills for a total of 4 points. Looking at the damage, we have US Sherman 117 in his E5 getting a 4200 game out of him. Nice game by him. Sergeant Rick in his E5 getting 3200. Over on OWS's side, everyone getting pretty equal damage spread, but they just weren't getting enough to take the NFTG guns out of the game. Boogie back to the training room for you. I'm sure they're already waiting for me.
MTG is, but not OWS.
Yep, OWS it still hasn't picked a tank.
OWS probably
Oh, there you go.
rethinking what they want to select here.
I think it might be just all bat chats, to be honest.
Bat chat memes? All bat chat meme? Damn.
Well, NL did it when they had 20 seconds left on the clock. It would just select all bat chats.
Oh, maybe you might be right. Partly right.
Well, I got 4 out of 7, so 50%. I was supposed to play with Skyline this morning, but he was playing Rainbow, not PUBG with me.
I feels bad.
I was looking forward to it and everything.
Oh.
Bon, it's not. What are you doing?
God damn it! That's a fucking Cairo, okay? Shut up.
Hey,
It's okay, Weasel. The TOS hasn't taken effect yet, so I'm still good.
over on the left-hand side in red, NFTG representing the Allied forces. OWS representing the Axis forces in blue. This is the 3rd round between these guys. NFTG has so far taken the first 2 rounds. NFTG's got 3 bat chats, 3 E5s, and an Object 140. OWS played the late game tank selection tactic and came out with 4 bat chats and 3 E5s. Coming fast, hard, and strong down the 0 line with 3 of their bat chats, 4 of their bat chats. Sorry, he was right underneath the camera. And they got a nice spawn there because last time NFTG was able to roll down that line and catch their T-57 off guard. This time NFTG had a better spawn than Outlaws did when they were on the south side.
Yeah. I mean, the bat jets
kinda
are kind of
sad.
just pinned here now.
Kind of sad that the Batchats aren't grouping up and playing NL.
Bastos got hit, his ammo rack.
You've paired it though.
Yeah, kit gone though. NFTG has done a great job of weathering the bat chat rush. They lost one
teams
of
are
their own
still
bat
co-
chats, but the health pools are full.
I'm always a fan of the fluid tactics that the Batchats tend to employ. Like watching the OWS and NL game last weekend. That was fun. They both played full 7-on-7 Batchats and just went at each other.
Ooh, YOLO Swag got hit in his ammo rack. I'm sure he needs a kid to repair it. NFTG's gotten up underneath the hills here, real tight. So they're forcing the bat chats to come all the way around one way or the other, and they've got a good, it's an easy spot to rotate around. But here come the bat chats. They found Sherman all by himself, and he gets eliminated, just melted away.
Sandhog, ammo racked.
Bat chats are focusing on Sniff, it looks like. Maybe it's Nate. No, it's Nate. Sniff goes down as well, though. Great job by OWS in these bat chats, but they got to be careful. They have all 7 tanks left, but they're all very low health. They get caught with all 4 bat chats on a reload. They could lose their E5s. And Rhino, Scary Full, teaming up on Sandhog, but Sandhog takes out Scary Full.
Raiden just took out Ghost in the background there.
I didn't catch it on camera, but I saw it on the mini-map. Comes down to just Sandhog. And OWS taking round 3.
Chalk up another win.
Oh wow, with 5 tanks alive, that's better than NFTG's first round, so they might get a little more points.
Yeah, if they can
Right
do
there.
that again next round, then they come out on top, out of this match on top.
Yep,
They'll
that'll
put
be
them
a pretty good
against,
comeback for them.
disadvantage against the other teams in their group, because they need to outperform the other teams in their groups. Alright, we're going to game 3 or game 4 actually.
All right, so
last
OWS
game.
here, the Outlaws here, were able to get 20 points for the round victory, 14 points for killing all the tanks, and an extra 5 points for having 5 tanks survive. That's a 39-point round for them. And just like round 2, except opposite, the NFTG was able to get 2 kills worth 4 points. So round 2 and 3 just kind of canceled each other out. They were opposite of each other.
Mm-hmm.
NFTG very quick to come back out with their tank selection again. They know what their game plan is.
4 bat chats versus 3 so far. I'm hoping it's going to be 5 bat chats. 4 versus 4. One more, please. Please. Please 5 bat chats. 4 for 4.
Oh, so they both are coming out with equal lineups, symmetrical lineups here, both with 4 bat chats and 3 E5s. I'd have to say that over the last few weeks, the previous 3 weekends of Clan Wars Frontlines, I did cover NFTG. I haven't covered Outlaws. This is the first time I've covered Outlaws. But I have been covering a lot of the European teams, and the meta in the European games is much different. We really have not seen the E5, or I really have not seen the E5 that much in the Clan Wars so far. I've been seeing obviously the IS7s. I've seen the 50Bs, but it's I've found it interesting to see the difference in the meta between these North American teams and the European teams.
IS7 is kind of the meta for a lot of these maps, but with the terrain differences and with how many hills there are, the E5 is just probably better in this situation due to its versatility, its gun depression, and its engine power.
Yeah, I can agree
And plus,
with this map, definitely.
in the heat rounds, since if they're going up against IS7s and they're looking down upon them, then it just makes the heat rounds all more effective. Uh, zero line push from. I think OWS has learned not to push down the 0 line with 2 tanks. Oh, I see what's gonna happen here. They're gonna bait out the 0 line push and punish him for it.
Let's hope they get their bat chats up there in time. They definitely
They will.
have. They have been
Fast
spotted
toss
though.
and rain. Everyone is. NFTG didn't go quite so full into their push as they did last game.
They realized that the Outlaws had backed up and gotten hard cover.
Yeah, the Batchats need to push into this field and kill Natish.
Playing a range game with these bat chats right
They're
now.
not good at it.
No, they're not. Unless you can get a spot where you're undetected and sitting. Sniff able to get that nice shot there on Rupture to take him down. But with 4 per side flinging rounds across range, I mean something's gonna connect. Rupture taking the bad end of it for Outlaws, and Stronk was the victim for NFTG. Each team down a tank.
Stormfire just about went down. Oh, I did not notice OWS pushed up so hard. So,
Yeah, they've gotten tight
Batchats
in
on
here on
the
the hill.
best odds. The Batchat is not a heavy tank.
Ooh, nice
Bastos
cross
play.
shot. Bastos is getting hit from the back. Sniff, nice shots by Sniff here over here. He repositioned. After taking out Rupture, he came over here to take out Bastos.
Bastos made a major mistake, and Sniff was pretty good at punishing that. OWS is just bleeding hit points now in guns.
Stormfire
The
also gone down.
Raiden shouldn't be where he is now. He doesn't have any more Batchats to support him. He's just losing HP for the hell of it. I think OWS has given up. Yep, they're giving up. This was not a. The Batchats just kind of played.
They got a little
not
focus on trying to
coordinated.
take down that Sergeant Rick, I think, and tunnel vision to get the extra point for the kill, which they didn't end up achieving.
Best job I ever had.
right, now that was the 4th round for these teams. NFTG taking the 4th round with a 20 points, 14 points for killing all 7 tanks, 2 points per tank, and they had 6 tanks left alive. So that was a 40-point round for them, and Outlaws getting 1 kill worth 2 points in that round for them. So disclaimer, as I say every weekend, I am not an official scorekeeper for Clan Wars. I just tally up as I go. I just jot down what I see, so the viewers have an idea of how this score system works. It's not a round victory, best of series. It's a efficiency point system. So when we tally up the points for this matchup, all 4 rounds, we play 4 rounds, 2 on each side, and tally it up. NFTG had total points of 121, and Outlaws having a total of 51 points. So NFTG gets
You can start kicking them out
121
and
points
swapping the room.
out of this series, and Outlaws get 51. They play all 4 of their battles over the course of the weekend. They tally up the scores from all 4 of those games, and the top half of each team, or the top half of the Allies, move on, and the top half of the Axis move on. So NFTG coming out of here getting quite a good score, 121. Anything over 100 really is a good showing in a series. So NFTG looking pretty good. We'll have to try and get some numbers from some of the other battles that have been happening simultaneously. And right now we're going to go on intermission. We got about 15 minutes before the next matchup. Next we will be streaming Fame versus DPV on Ravage Capital.